KNWA's Andrew Epperson tells us why some are calling for the late senator's statue to be removed.
Yeah, the list you're talking about is not a good one. It's a list of legislators who actively worked against civil rights legislation. All week I've been speaking to folks learning about the history of J. William Fulbright, and while he did a lot for both the University of Arkansas and the state of Arkansas, his segregationist past is now catching up to him. Brazil Hatch is a PhD student studying economics here at the University of Arkansas.
I would like to be a professor somewhere.
Like most students, Hatch says coming to the U of A was a no-brainer.
Really, for me, it's been a really good experience.
But he and other black students say this J. William Fulbright statue on campus does little to promote inclusion.
Until we really make that conversation, you're going to continue to see a lot of students who aren't for the statue.
The UA Black Student Caucus posted an online petition calling for the Fulbright statue's removal a year ago, and it's gained steam amid the larger Black Lives Matter movement. It has more than 4,000 signatures. If anybody knows a thing or two about Fulbright, it's distinguished history professor Randall Woods, who wrote a definitive biography in the mid-90s.
I did 100 interviews, including 11 straight days with Fulbright himself.
Woods says Fulbright signed the Southern Manifesto, which opposed integration. He filibustered the famous Civil Rights Act and voted against the Voting Rights Act. Woods wrote, "That J. William Fulbright was a racist is indisputable. He would claim throughout his career that his position on civil rights was a matter of political expediency." And Fulbright blamed segregationist moves on re-election realities.
I think he shared some of the prejudice of his fellow white Southerners.
But Woods says the man is a paradox. In the late 40s, he wrote this encouraging letter to prominent businessman Herbert Thomas, who supported integration at the U of A. He voted in 1970 to extend the Voting Rights Act, and a bill he proposed created the renowned Fulbright program.
And it has created an astounding network of people trying to engage with each other.
DeeDee Long chairs the Fulbright Association's board of directors. The program grants students scholarships to study abroad and brings in others from across the world to learn American ideals.
With almost 400,000 grantees.
She says the Fulbright idea is more powerful than his segregationist past.
Around the globe, Fulbright is a noun. It's a noun.
But State Senator Greg Leding says the statue needs to come down, and legislators should help institutions review their ties with people like Fulbright.
Do you think statues like Senator Fulbright's can be symbols of history that maybe students here could learn from?
No, I did not learn my history by going around and reading statues. Statues that are offensive need to come down.
In a statement, University Associate Vice Chancellor Mark Rushing says, in part, we are aware of the petition. We are having these very conversations on our campus currently, not only with our student leaders, but also with our faculty and staff.
If we are to, progress ever, it's important for things like that to come to the light.
Hatch says he's fully aware of the good things Fulbright did, but is even more aware of what he didn't.
We do live in America, and it's our First Amendment right to speak up for ourselves.
It's not just the statue that has J. William Fulbright's name on it. It's also the University of Arkansas's College of Arts and Sciences. I received a statement earlier today from administrators who say they're having discussions about whether to change the name. When they're done deliberating, they're going to come up with a recommendation they'll then give to the chancellor. In Fayetteville, Andrew Epperson, KNWA Northwest Arkansas News.